Hello, this is Rasta and G of Lucy Burns, and you're listening to The Ritual with Lady Death on Metal Messiah Radio.
Right to the beat, bounce to the right, move and never stop, demon ignite. Right to the beat, bounce to the right, move and never stop, demon ignite.
So Lucy Byrne, a new non-metal project featuring metal musicians, Rasta, the frontman of the Polish death metal band Decapitated, and his ex-bandmate, Mr. G of the Polish gothic metal band Forgotten Souls. So you were both bandmates in Forgotten Souls before Rasta joined Decapitated. You announced a new project called Lucy Burns 2 months ago. Tell me more about this project, how and why was it created?
I can tell that we know each other with G like for years already, and it's been like 20 years or something, like more than 15 for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, we used to play in a band. It was called Forgotten Souls. And also we released the album, which was called Nine Syndromes. You want to go farther with this topic, so you can check it. You can find some videos on YouTube if you're interested in. Mm-hmm. And I think it was a natural decision that we started something like Lucy Burns, because we always loved to play music together, and it was great time playing together, back in the time. So we just knew that it's gonna be something nice to cooperate. Forgotten Souls was a band which always had a lot of electronic music, inside, and industrial sounds. Pavel was the guy who was responsible for making this kind of sound. And it's just totally, as I said, natural decision.
Yeah, we were cooperating with few different projects as well, and it was always easy for us to find a common language in any type of music. And both of us, I think, we wanted to make something completely different.
Right. So, why did you choose the name Lucy Burns?
I think Lucy Burns sounds cool, like the name for the band, and also you can check. She was a very colorful, kind of important person at the beginning of the 20th century and the end of the 19th century. She was fighting for some important things. Mm-hmm. So you can read about her a little bit more. And also it has like kind of dual meaning. Like the second meaning is a little bit more freaky and more grotesque, something like this. I just came some day with this name, and we say, yeah, it's a cool name for the band. Sounds cool. Yeah. Right name.
So you released your debut single Ocooltica on August 7. How would you describe your music to the people who didn't check it out yet?
I think it's a music hybrid. Of course, if you listen to Ocooltica, if you watch the video, you can notice that there is a lot of borrow from metal atmosphere, and even if you read the lyrics, the kind of, let's say, grotesque dark. Mm-hmm. But, we don't have electric guitar in there, double bass drum and all this stuff. We just try to do something different, which is like a little bit slower tempo, and it's more like modern kind of music and an industrial kind of music. So I think it's a musical freedom for us, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because we
definitely.
Can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want.
Music for open-minded people, definitely. If you are looking for some different styles, I think you will be able to find something for you. Yeah, this groovy music.
Yeah, and I think it's a music not for everybody, especially, for metal fans. I understand that they cannot enjoy it because they listen to metal, so it's just something different.
So how was the recording process of this song? Was it you, Mr. G, who wrote the entire music, or Rasta wrote the lyrics, or it was both of you mixed together?
I think during our music creation, it doesn't matter who is the main composer or something like that. Nothing happened like that. Mm-hmm. If someone is bringing the idea of song, we are sitting together in the studio, working together, creating this music, experimenting, checking some ideas. We have, great opportunity to make some rough mixes, experimenting with some phrases, and this is how we made Ocooltica as well. So we are trying to break some borders and make a step further. But also our producer Jaro Baran, who is the great Polish producer, he's a perfect professional guy. He helped us a lot. Show us some way how to do it. So, yeah, in general, lots of work, lots of experiments. This is how we are creating the music.
Yeah, like natural process, we're just trying to think out of the box and just find the different ideas, because this is what G said. We just have idea for the song, and then we just working, transforming the riff, getting rid of the unnecessary, parts for us, adding something, and craziness happens. So sometimes it takes a lot of time to find the sound we wanted to have. But I think it's worth to experiment, and you learning a lot making this kind of stuff. It's something different for us and a great fun for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So tell me more about that track itself, Ocooltica, the lyrics theme, if there is any theme.
The lyrics tells the story about the powerful music, like how much powerful the music is. Because the music is this kind of art which can just hit you straight and hard, and music can change your way of thinking. Music can help in a different parts of life. So it's a very strong and straight part of art. And if you want to just know the lyric, you can read them and you can understand them by your way. You have this freedom, but mostly it's about the hacks of the music.
All right.
The music can be like magical.
Mm-hmm.
Like a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, that fits the video.
yeah.
Right to the beat, bounce to the right, move and never stop, then we'll ignite. Right to the beat, bounce to the right, move and never stop, then we'll ignite. I'm gonna track into my word, transmit your soul like my favorite toe. Poisoned by no. Tune yourself to the seductive tone. You gonna listen to my every word, begging me, pleading me for fucking more. Your heart is smiling, it's bumping my beat in your voice. You're the hands of this magic. You're here to Would run away, away from my town of spell. I'll drive you there.
Hello, this is Rasta and G of Lucy Burns, and you're listening to The Ritual with Lady Death on Metal Messiah Radio.
So we saw you, Rasta, in the video clip disguised in a certain freaky way. Will it always be your, let's say, your character in Lucy Burns? Same as you, Mr. G.
I can say for sure the next videos, Lucy Burns' tale stories, will have something common, like this kind of character, but don't expect the same, We try to make equal the same freedom when we're creating the videos and trying to tell the different stories, and we got like different kind of songs and different music and lyrics hits various topics. So for sure we'll be like common point, but I don't want to continue exactly the same, like atmosphere and topic. I want to tell the story of Lucy Burns' world, so we'll be a little bit different for sure. You will have chance to see it soon.
Yeah, I would rather say that you should expect something different, because I think we have so many ideas in our heads that I think we will try to use as many of them as we can. Of course, as Rasta said, there will be some common points, but for sure we will want to experiment still with some new ideas. So
yeah, sometimes having too much ideas, it's awesome. Too many ideas, it's not the best, because it's hard to choose. So you get crazy, Sometimes I'm calling G, like middle of the night. Hey man, let's change. Like, okay man, can we talk tomorrow? Yes, it's fun. It's fun and it's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So you are planning to release a full-length album or just singles?
For now, we plan to release like 2 more singles, and then we're gonna announce the releasing of the new album. We are working on it already. We got a lot of songs recorded, Actually, we got songs for more than 1 album, like done. So we just need to choose the right ones.
Yeah.
And think which will be nice to present you as the first one, and and we're gonna give you some more info soon for sure. Just stay tuned.
That's cool. So, seeing you, Rasta, as a death metal frontman always, I must admit I was surprised of what I've heard with Lucy Burns. You got good feedbacks, I assume. Did you expect people would accept a new version or a side of you? You weren't scared a bit of receiving bad feedbacks, since, you know, what you did could change people's perception towards you?
I know what you mean, but from the other side, if you look at Lucy Burns, it's just totally different story. You know, I'm still like singing for Decapitated, and I'm still like recording with them and, you know, all my stuff. Mm-hmm. I wanted to do something different, so I just started my band, my project with my friend, and started to different sounds, you know, so I can do whatever I want. And if you look at the Lucy Burns, it also has a lot of, as I said before, from the metal genre. You can find a lot of common points with metal. It was a little bit risky because I was promoting this kind of material, the first single on a metal zines. There are different opinions, you know. I wasn't expecting that everybody will love it and it will be like great success. Of course, it was kind of risky, but it was worth the risk. Why not? Yeah. I had a lot of stupid shit in life and a lot of things happened, so it's not a big risk. We just released the song and just let it be.
Yeah, that's cool. So besides Lucy Burns, Mr. G, you have a small studio, I've heard. So is it for your personal use or is it open for other musicians? Tell me more about it and how musicians can contact you if they are interested in recording songs.
I'm working with different musicians in the studio almost all the time, recording, mixing, producing music for some people as well. Also, I were cooperating with Rasta a few times, but of course, at this moment, we are working with Rasta on our material, so the main use is for Lucy Burns at this time. We spend a lot of time on working on the songs, but of course all the musicians are very welcomed. I love to work with the people, to record music, produce it, cooperate with them, create something new. It's always big fun, especially when you can cooperate with nice people. So, of course, you can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, Take 47 Studio. If anyone wants to cooperate, just feel free, contact me. You're very welcome as well.
That's cool. So what about you, Rasta? You are busy these days. We saw Decapitated announcing a new album. Can you give us an idea about the upcoming album? Vox said in one of his interviews that the album will have a back to the root feeling. So what can you tell us about it? The lyrics seem perhaps...
I can say that you will get the info, like more info soon about it and more details for sure from Decapitated camp. But for now, I can tell you that we just recorded something that you're gonna know about it soon. And it's something really nice for me and it was cool experience. This is all I can say. And it's brutal, very much aggressive and brutal, this kind of stuff. So we are working also over the new album, you know, so probably the next year there will be like some details about it and you will hear more about it. Yeah. And I think that's it for now, you know, just stay tuned and as I said, you will get more info from Decapitated.
That's cool. And you're still doing some vocal online lessons as well.
It's something that I really like to do, especially, you know, in a COVID situation when you're sitting at home and it's a cool way to communicate with people. You have chance to talk with the people and, you know, sell them a little bit of your knowledge. And yeah, I'm doing it. So if anybody wants to learn how to scream, I'm open for help.
That's cool. So that's it. Anything you would like to add?
Thank you. This is what I like to add.
Thank you for the interview and feel free to join us on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram.
Just again, my drop, turn the volume up, now you scream my